So I want to talk. We got a little something in the works, and we haven't really spoken about it much. So I thought it'd be important to go over our little pre-recorded workshop that we have, how to get your best summer body, and actually keep it. Because that's the thing that I'm really trying to push the message on. Because everyone's doing the fit, like, get shredded for summer and shit. I'm like, yeah, get shredded for summer, sure, or get in your best shape ever. But it's like, let's stay in shape. Let's stay in good nick all year round. So we're going to unpack the 3 major areas.
You think you nailed that this year?
Yeah, I'd say
this is the most consistently good I've looked for a 12-month period.
Yeah.
After the photo shoot last year.
Yeah, I probably pushed the body weight 2 or 3 kilos too much, dieting this off now, because I'm like, it's taken 8 kilos to kind of...
Yeah.
It hasn't taken 8 kilos to look good, but it's taken 8 kilos for me to pay attention to myself.
Yeah.
In a way where I'm like, hey.
Hey.
Right. Even though, like, last podcast, I was like, you fat piece of shit. But I feel like I just say that every day to myself.
Yeah.
It just keeps me going. All right? Self-deprecation's like my love language to myself.
Yeah, but average over 52 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I think...
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Both of us stayed in the best
100%.
shape.
100%. And, like, we literally have the 3 kind of main talking points that we do here, like, in the workshop, and we implement them with ourselves and with our clients. So we're going to bring you guys in on those today. So the first one we talk about, I call it laser focus. And what I mean by laser focus is we know exactly what the objective is. We know exactly what it looks like. We know exactly who it's for, because sometimes it's not necessarily about, like, for us, it's for a particular person in a particular situation, certain needs, certain lifestyle, etc. And then we start developing this plan straight out from that. So then that person looks at it, goes, this is how many workouts I got to do this week. This is what my nutrition looks like. This is what my macros look like. This is even when my training is going to be.
Yep.
This is how many steps I'm going to do. If there's a cardio requirement, this is what it looks like. And then we start planning the week out. And all of a sudden, like, this person's going in absolutely, tunnel vision, crushing it, not getting distracted, and not really leaving things up to chance. Because if you look at, like, the typical scenario, it's someone who goes in with best intentions and wings it, and someone who goes in with actual intention and has deliberate structure. And it's like, this person who wings it, it's like, you might kind of hit the groove for a tiny bit, but it's like, how long is that going to last? How do you know you're making progress? What are you going to do when, you hit a potential plateau because you're not measuring anything? Like, how long does that person last until they start the perpetual cycle again? You know what I mean? So the next thing I have is the all or nothing, killing the all or nothing mindset. How many people do you sit down with? Maybe isn't necessarily the same now, but it might have been in the past, but they're just like so motivated to just give it everything, start for a little bit and just fall off. Does that still happen, or are you?
I still find I'm pulling people back.
Yeah. Do you find there's a lot of people who will throw the baby out with the bathwater when they make one mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's even what I try and do early on in my coaching. Like, I put the results up of Lex during the week. She's 8 kilos down, but like 10 centimeters off her waist and shit. Like, crazy. Probably she's FIFO, had injuries, had sickness, and just like looking at the 20 weeks, there was 10 weeks that were easy.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like as early as possible getting into the mindset of like, what's available to me today, this week, and executing that.
Yep.
So if she's on site, like, we only do 2 to 3 sessions. If she's at home, she does 4. Like, it just, what's available, what's the best I can do, and then executing the best you can do.
Yeah.
Rather than, but the plan says I have to do that, and if I can't do that, then fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's unrealistic to have a plan and have, we'll call them rules, where they have to be met 100% of the time. Like, you should always have the intention to have the best day.
Yeah.
Like, you should always have the intent and a standard of yourself to hit your workouts that are prescribed to you, hit your nutrition, all of that stuff, right? But we know fucking life happens. So if it's not a conscious choice of you, just taking shortcuts and, not following the plan, something's happened and it's skewed the course a little bit. Like, you've got to have that flexibility in there to show up with what you have available.
Yeah.
So if someone's taken 25% away from you, you still give 100% because you only had 75.
Yeah.
So if you give 75, that's all you had left. That's 100% for me.
Yeah.
And I think that if we look at the people that have the results, or if even the people at home, if you look at the person that has the results that you want, they haven't strung together thousands of days of 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
Hasn't been perfection. They just know how to get the most out of themselves when the chips are down.
Yeah.
And then on the other days, they almost get, we'll call it perfection, because they have those standards and that objective to meet everything, workouts, nutrition, etc.
Yeah.
So I think it is like
it's much easier with that plan ahead of you already too.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have I think that not having a really structured plan, it's when you hear that, you're like, well, that's going to encourage all or nothing. It's almost like it doesn't, because you have other metrics to kind of look at. You look at your step average over a week. You look at your nutrition over a week. You look at your body weight trend, your measurements, your photos over a month. So it's like the people that are going in just, I don't fucking know, I'm just doing shit. Maybe I feel a little bit better, maybe I don't. They're the ones that are like, oh, fuck it, I had one beer, I may as well have 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't understand. It's like you could have had 2 beers and still got your check-in on Monday, probably still look okay.
100%. Yeah. You just need to find a way to win.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people just don't know what that looks like. So they're like, as soon as like the first like roadblock or like mini loss comes, they're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you can still get momentum back. You can still, and I feel like that's where having some good support and like having some really good like preemptive rules and conditions around scenarios that are a little bit outside of perfect, like really do help. Like I've got a couple of, really good athletes but they're young, they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
And so socializing, they got something on every weekend. I'm like, oh, fuck, to be young again. I'm like, I'd be lucky to have something on once every 2 months these days.
Once a quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm like, let's make this perfect for now.
Yeah.
Which I know is not perfect, because when you don't have events, it's like, cool, double down and, you'll get ahead more. But I'm like, go and have a look at the party season guide we've got and have a think about some of the strategies that we could potentially use to leading into the event and afterwards. And the ethos of that guide is like, once you go to the event, you're back on plan. Like it doesn't last a week, 3 days, whatever. And the last 2 weeks, there's been events on, last couple of weekends, and she's still making progress, And I feel like sometimes people need either that verbal sign off of like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Verbal sign off that it's okay to go and still make results. And then also, this is how you should do it.
Yeah.
At the same time. So it stops people searching for perfection. And like, let's be real, like we track a lot of those like high achievers and stuff. And then it's like, but once they don't achieve perfection or the height that they expect of themselves, it's almost like some of them do like a complete backflip for, like 48 hours. It's like a relapse. And then it's like, well, what momentum did you lose? How long does it take to recover from that? Maybe that's the reason why you just haven't made the progress that you want in the time frame, is because you just keep taking 2 steps forward and then you're taking 4 steps back.
Yeah. I would say most of our clients operate in a 9 to 9.5 out of 10 zone most days.
Yeah.
So where do you think it's over a 12-week cut, let's say? Where do you think the gap is made? Is it going from 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, 5 out of those 5 days were absolutely perfect, or 60 days were absolutely perfect, and you found an extra 5%, or not going to 5 out of 10 for 60 days?
Yeah.
100% the 5 out of 10 will kill you way more than the extra 0.5 will make.
Oh, yeah.
So like I put a post out this week that was like your worst days will tell more of the story than your good days.
Yeah.
Because if you let your worst day be not putting the pint of ice cream away and having the box of Tim Tams, and then you get up in the morning, you feel a bit shit, so you don't train or you don't...
Yeah, or don't eat your breakfast that you should have eaten on your meal plan or whatever.
Yeah, so you end up doing so much more damage with the falling completely off plan rather than going, well, I'm normally at a 9 out of 10. I'm always trying to hit 10. And every now and then on a weekend, I'm an 8.
Yeah.
Like that over 12 weeks versus I have to be 10, otherwise I'm 5.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I just like the idea that we're always trying to reinforce behaviors.
Yeah.
So we never want to reinforce a behavior that takes so you never want to reinforce a pattern that takes implementing the behaviors that we spend like so much time and just throw them out the window.
Yeah.
It's like no one wants to do that. So we would rather easy strategy if someone is like, kind of has events on things that maybe they can't control the nutrition and stuff. It's like, cool, stay on your plan, do everything same, wake up, train, hear steps, all that. And it's like, we need to have flexibility. Like you're a human being.
Yeah.
Enjoy your flexibility. Here are the parameters that you've given yourself. You've given yourself permission. You've talked about what's acceptable, what's not, what you're willing to, where the boundaries lie. And then the next day, go back to those behaviors that we've been reinforcing.
Yeah.
Don't behave in a way that that you spend 3 or 4 days acting out of alignment of the behaviors that we're trying to push to drive the outcome.
Yeah.
So I just think if you nail it down to like, if you want to make this as simple as possible, it's like as soon as you deviate from your plan, it's okay to do so. Think about the person that you need to be to get the results you want and start behaving like that person immediately.
As soon as you can. Yeah.
Like once it's over. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's the simplest way to get you back on track.
Yeah.